Hi, I'm live. I am here on this live stream. Welcome to Get Into It with Jason Hook with me, your host, ponytailed Jason Hook. And here I am. So just a little quick catch up. I wanted to do a video. There's two people watching. I mean, I don't even know if anyone's even going to watch this. You probably might watch this. Probably might watch this later down the road. But I just figured I'd do a video like this, kind of easy way to talk about some records. You know, if you've been watching the live streams, thank you. If you've been watching my content, thank you. I swear I'm going to be a little bit better. I've just been real lazy. I mean, I feel like if you've looked at the streams when we started doing them way back when in the spring, or the videos I have posted, you've just watched my descent into possible madness with my weird curled back long hair and my shit beard. My fluctuating weight, it's COVID, you know what I mean? But if you're watching, feel free to drop a comment in here. I'm just going to take a second here and hook up a link on the old phone. My wife is watching in the other room, so if you hear, yeah, she's commenting. Love you too, babe. Oh. Sorry, guys. I know this is peak interesting. COVID and parenting. True, man. It's like getting kind of hairy over here, and it's fucking winter for us that live in the Midwest or the Northeast. It's just every day is a fun adventure. Actually, we haven't had snow that bad this year. We've had a couple cold days, but this week we've actually had some snow, and it's like snow, rain, and it's just fucking miserable, man. And it's not even like accumulation. It just sucks. You just wake up, you just don't want to go outside. We lost 2 viewers. They must not want to hear me talk about snow. So we're at 7 viewers. I'm just posting a link on the Facebook group, which I'll talk about in a minute too, once I get rolling here. I know this is probably real exciting stuff. Let's post a link. Oh no. All right, here we go. All right, I'm serious now. So, what's up, guys? So, what I'm going to do here is, instead of just doing like a regular video like I have been doing, I haven't been doing, I just wanted to do a this is just going to be like an update, but it's going to be live. I got probably baby food on my sleeve here. Sorry, guys. How unprofessional of me. Now I'm just going to stare at that the whole time I talk. So I just wanted to just do a video. It's just going to be an update video. It's a little bit easier. We're live, so if anybody wants to drop a comment or something, we can discuss a little more. This isn't going to be like an 8-hour stream like we've been or have been doing. I just don't have it in me. I also got to wake up early tomorrow. I got shit I got to do. But first, so welcome to Get Into It with Jason Hook with me, your host, Jason Hook. I also wanted to just do the usual. I want to throw a couple plugs. Like, I have that Facebook group, which is the Get Into It group, which I'm going to have my phone out right now. So if you're not part of it, I'm the only admin, and I'm going to sit here and I'm going to wait to see. I'm not going to talk until someone joins. Waiting. I'm still waiting. No, I'm just fucking with you guys. But at the Facebook group, it's to Get Into It group. Go give it an ad. I'll add you. I'll let you in. It's like, it's been pretty active. It's been more active than my YouTube channel, to be honest with you guys. But let's just start talking about some stuff. So the first thing, thanks, Ben. Approved. So the first thing I just want to talk about real quick is this zine right here that my friend Sean does out of the Chicago area, Stinkbug Fanzine. This is pretty cool. He does these every once in a while. I think pretty much when he has time to do them. You get like, band interviews, usually you get an older ones, maybe a reprint of some from like, an older zine, like Sam Hamm discography little thing. What was this ripped out of? This is not Maximum Rock and Roll. It's too cut and paste. A little thing about the Bones Brigade live video show in here. It's just a cool zine he does every once in a while. I think you'll find it somewhere. You might have to dig deep into the internets to find it. But I just got this in the mail, so I wanted to say, what's up, Sean? I got your zine. Sean is also on this side. He's also in this band here, False Negative. Here's their demo. It's a Midwest hardcore. That's your thing. Midwest 80s inspired hardcore punk. Got some great art here. Some Andy Fletcher artwork. Ugh. Wearing the MFP shirt. That's sick. We got a little, got an insert here, a little fold-out lyric sheet, poster thing going on. So it's hardcore the way hardcore is meant to be. Lyric sheet, photo collage, brand information. This is False Negative. I know they have some stuff coming out. I actually was just eating Cheetos not that long ago. Just a demo that Sean, a band Sean, who does Stinkbug Fanzine. He also used to do a fanzine called Neutral Accents back in the day. If the day is considered a few years ago, I believe they are done. I'm dropping shit all over the place, but we're live. We're live. This is like going to be like, is this like news bloopers? Enjoy looking over my shoulder. But yeah, so this is like fast 80s influence hardcore punk, False Negative. Sean from Stinkbug Fanzine. I'm going to show you my address. You freaks mailing me stuff. Showing up in my beautiful house in the South Shore, Massachusetts. The other thing I wanted to tell you guys about was the new Punks Go Marching In scrapbook. There's like 2 Oi volumes, and there's one called the New, I forget what it is. It's like the New Punk. You can get these from Simon up on Ugly Pop out of Canada. Again, Google it, guys. But these books are cool as hell, and once they go, and it's just weird. Like, so this is a scrapbook book of second wave UK punks, 1979 to 1984, and all it really is just a collection of like ads from magazines, little stuff from like newspaper clippings or random like reports. This, just Sounds magazine is like an Addicts repress right here, and this is like a super heavy, almost 500 pages, 443 pages. Like, here's a bunch of they'll do like flyers and stuff like that. These things are just real cool. It's just a scrapbook. I mean, it's called a scrapbook, but of this random stuff. Is something about the Exploited right here. These are really cool, and they go fast. I think they're a little bit pricey, but I'm rich, so money has no option for me because living high on the food chain over here, affords me to buy these stupid books. But it's well worth it. I think they're like $50 shipped. But that's this one's called When the Punks Go Marching In. This is actually, like I said, the 4th book they've done. There's 2 ones dedicated to Oi, and there's another one called like I have it right there. What am I saying? Here Comes the New Punk is the other one. And like I said, they're all the same. It's just like old ads, stuff from magazines, stuff from like local newspapers and handbills and stuff like that. It's real cool. Real like insane nerd fuel. So we are rich, Jen. Get message here. See, this is like one of my things about these, like going live, because like, if you're in a stream with all the different people, it's like really easy to like hide if you don't have anything to say, or if you're just bored, or you're hitting a dry spot. Here it's just me. It's like all me. And it's like, oh shit. It's all me. 20 viewers. Jeez. It's all me, So I take a little rip of a caffeine-free Diet Pepsi. It's sponsored. I'll get into it if you guys didn't know. That's why I'm rich and able to buy books. So let's just get into it. So I'm going to run this like I usually run a regular video. We're just not going to have a time constraint like when I run a video, and you guys can just throw some comments or questions out if I catch them. Just it's a one-man operation here, so it might take me a minute to be able to catch things. So I'm not ignoring anyone. I just can't do all this stuff. All right. So the first thing I want to talk about right now is we'll do this one. It's 2 records by the same band. This was not $3. This is a newer repress. This is a newer pressing though. This is the Verrucos. The Verrucers. The Demos Anniversary Edition. This just, I want to say 20. Again, my wife laughing. I just want to say probably 2020, maybe 2019. I don't even know exactly when this came out, but it's a newer press on Nunny Dave Records. So basically what this is the Verrucers demo. Verrucers are a UK punk band, like a street punk band. Really fucking heavier, I would say, than maybe the other punk bands at the time. They were kind of early. They do go in the UK 82 wave, but I will say they're around before that. Like even says right in 1980, the Verrucers went to Woodbine Studios in Leamington Spa and recorded these demos engineered by Johnny Rivers. Some tracks, it says tracks twice, have been previously released, but some have their first release here. March of the Sass, What the Hell Do You Know, Government's to Blame are the original versions and differ from the versions that finally appeared on the debut album Bloodsuckers. Destroy the System has never before been released, and the long-lost song Busted Again appears here as a live recording found on a practice tape. So yeah. So these are just demo recordings, and they're every bit of a demo recording. I mean, early UK punk isn't the most like masterful, like, Electric Ladyland sound recordings anyways, and these are pretty raw, but they're still fucking awesome. Like if you dig like if you're into UK 82 or UK punk at all, or even hardcore, the Verrucers are one of those bands that seems to kind of cross over. Like there's a lot of hardcore bands I think kind of gaff the sound a little bit, but not the aesthetic of like spiky hair and shit like that, huffing glue and drinking cider. But anyways, yep, there's a Verrucers, the Demos Anniversary Edition, readily available. I think I might have bought this from Havoc, Felix Havoc on Discogs. And like I said, I did not pay $3. I don't know what that's an old sleeve. So next we have the Verrucers yet again. One Struggle, One Fight. This originally came out in 1985 on Liberate Records. I believe this is Havoc pressing. So again, this is another repress or a newer repress. I'm not sure where this might be also this is 2010. So same thing. You get the deep beat street punk sound. It's 85. It's a little further down the road. It's a little more heavier than the early stuff. But all those bands kind of got heavier. I don't know if they just got like better at playing or just into better studios than a lot of the the earlier stuff, which was literally recorded for pennies on the dollar. They weren't going for masterful sound here. But see right here, this album would not have been possible without the help of Julie getting the loan to pay the recordings costs and Jenny and 9 Mile Distribution for financing the cutting and manufacture of this album. And so there's some live tracks on this one too. I believe, Will They Ever Learn and Enter of a New Phase on the Thrash Tour 1985 in Scotland. But yeah, this is the Havoc repress from 2010. The original record came out in 85. Again, UK punk band. I believe you hardcore heads who are like, I don't listen to punk because you're an idiot. Well, this is the kind of band I think you should check out because this definitely is a variable that crosses the over the line of like the street punk and the hardcore sound. All the early, all your American hardcore bands were listening to this shit, but it seems to have been some sort of weird disconnect. I would say probably into the mid 90s, right around the time I started getting super involved in hardcore. Like I came in as a pop punk kid because that's what I heard on the radio, and then like I started listening to hardcore, and it was just like, you listen to punk? Ugh. It's like, but something happened there. But this shit is just classic, must own stuff. I am a distinguished silver fox, and my carpet might match my drapes. You don't know that. But yeah, so it's got a cool, you got your insert here with the lyrics and some art on it. I don't know if this is an original insert to like what was in the '85 record, or because I, clearly don't own a copy of it. But yeah, you get your classic punk stuff and war stuff. I can't read any of this because it's like, look at Ireland. How long will it last? Stop the killing now. Shooting and bombing every day. Why must people be killed this way? Not just in Ireland, but everywhere. But yeah, this has a definitely more of a D-beat hinge to it. But this is fucking hardcore punk. That's what I call it. Hardcore punk. Got the Havoc Records logo here. Rat there. I know I had some other like hot facts here. Oh, probably. Oh, I am an idiot. So I mentioned D-beat. That's because Verrucos were actually started by Tez from Broken Bones and Discharge. But yeah, that's the Verrucos. Definitely check this shit out. It's sick, hardcore. My beard's not red. It's hued. Next, I got cheat sheet here too. That I don't know why I told you, but if you see me looking down, it's just a reminder. Next, I have this. This I bought this at Newbury Comics, like super for sale. It was like, it says $11.99. I know I didn't pay that for it. I believe it was marked down even cheaper than that, and that's why I grabbed it. I've never seen this before. I knew it existed, but just over my years of buying, it never crossed my path. But this is a UK Subs Live Kicks from 1980. Yeah, 1980. It's like the second LP after a ton of just 7 inches and singles and splits that they put out. So like this came out in 1980. It's a live record. I don't know if this is a fake live record. It very well could be, because it just kind of sounds. It doesn't sound like it's very clean for a live record. But this is more of like, the Verrucos are more of a street punk or a DB punk. This is more of a 77. The difference is a little bit more like the UK Subs are a band you could play like for your parents. They might just be like, oh, this is like weird rock. Where, the Verrucos will make them, want to slam the, want to slam on the, the brakes and rip the tape out of the tape deck because it's, shit you listen to make your parents mad at you. But yeah, this is something more melodic punk, but still like, political, anti-government type stuff. Just this, but again, like I was saying, I'm not sure if this is a real live record. If anyone knows this is a real live record, let me know. Or if this is like, something they maybe cleaned up and tried to make sound live. Maybe live in studio. I don't think this is in front of like a club. And it doesn't even, it says it was made at the Roxy Club in 1977 before any demos or singles had been cut. It captures some of their raw and raucous best. Raucous best. Raucous. But it came out on Stiff. If it ain't stiff, it ain't shit. So it's got the UK Sub Stiff logo, Stiff centerpieces there. Centerpieces, center labels. I'm fucking this all. Dude, I have so much rust from not doing a video in a long time. But yeah, that's UK Subs Live Kicks. More punk, more UK punk for you fellas, ladies, and gents. Next, I'm gonna pull this out here. I might have discussed this in the Facebook group. But next I have is Chaos UK record. I'm not going to talk about this a lot. This is Flogging the Corpse, and then it's got unreleased studio tracks and Live 83. The live stuff on here and the unreleased stuff, quote unquote, is like fucking horrible. It's unlistenable. It's like, it's not always going to be like, live punk music's not always going to be the best, but this is literally like a talk boy in a puddle underneath a blanket in someone's pocket. Like, it's just, I don't even know why they even put this on vinyl. It's just bad. And this came out on Radiation, which is that label that's out of Italy, that's just known to put out like a lot of like I really like what they do. They put out a lot of just collections. Like it'll be like here's 4 7-inches on an LP just to get the music out there. It's literally just a sleeve. There's no insert. It's black vinyl with very, very basic singer labels. They're more, I believe they're more doing it just to get it out there, which I appreciate, but there's just no need for this. The same song's on here several times too, or a couple of them on several times. Track 1 through 4 studio demos 1981. Track 5 is off the UK DK soundtrack, and 6 through 16 is recorded live in Drifters Manchester 1983. And it's just not that great. Like, skip this. I know Chaos UK is a band that has a I don't know why I bought it, Marty, man. I didn't think it was what it was until I got it. Chaos UK is an interesting band because they do have some great stuff and some absolutely unlistenable stuff. But this stuff right here is just like, this could have been like a extra bonus download or something like that, because you can't even it's bad. It's bad. And I saw Chaos UK in the early 2000s at CBGB's, but for some strange reason they weren't calling themselves Chaos UK. They were calling themselves Two Fingers in the Air Punk Rock, which I believe is that a record or Chaos UK's song? I'm fustigated. But it just went on this whole thing where my friends kept on saying, where my friends and I would just add Two Fingers in the Air Punk Rock to like everything. Be like, fuck you, Two Fingers in the Air Punk Rock. Like, hey, grab me a beer. It's Two Fingers in the Air Punk Rock. But it's just like, yeah, you can skip this. But I'm not telling you to skip Chaos UK. Just skip this record. I should get it for free or something. This will be something that'll get $5. I don't even think the resale on this must be like 5 cents because it's like it's so horrible. Maybe I'll just send this to Marty. I read sleeve on air all the time because I do what I want because it's my channel. Let me wet the whistle here. I haven't talked this long in a while. I should have had a Secrets before. A Ludens, a fisherman's friend, if you will. Two Fingers in the Ass Punk Rock, yeah. My wife has heard the Two Fingers in the Punk Rock weird reference being used on anything. It's like Two Fingers in the Air Punk Rock turned into Two Fingers in the Ass Punk Rock, which then turned into us repeatedly over and over again adding 99 to the end of everything, because in the movie Triple X, the name of the bad organization is Anarchy 99. So everything turned into like "fuck you" 99 or like "you're a dickhead" 99 for like the longest time. Even some of my friends, I can probably just drop a 99 on them now in 2021, and they'll think it's great. But so next I wanted to move on to now we're back in the U.S. and we're back into the 90s. Os Rotten, The System Works for Them. So this was a band that was like very active when I, started my journey into the PR or the street punk rock, not like the Green Day and shit, the Radio Offspring stuff. Just block myself while I burp so I don't freak you out. So this came out in 1996 on Tribal War. This is a 2016 Profane Existence repress. I bought this. They did a sale way back, probably like in the beginning of the summer. And I never owned this on vinyl, actually. I think I bought a couple other Os Rotten things from the two. This is shit that I never, it was on tapes. That are like CDRs that my friends made. So I'm actually starting to grab up the vinyl. It's cool. It's got a Profane Existence stamp right here on the sleeve. They were moving. Profane Existence was moving, and they had like a crazy sale where they sold out of a bunch of stuff, but like they didn't get the website corrected in time. So it was like I had to like rechange my order a bunch of times. Where I think in the end I just said like, there's a couple things that they didn't have, and I'm like, just give me something at the value of the 2 LPs that you're sold out of, and I don't even know what I got. It's in a box. I've been buying so much. I've been doing like retail therapy through COVID so bad that I just buy stuff, and that's why I might have to do more live streams so I can just hammer through records over and over and over again. But anyways, super super political street punk. When you support these bastards, got some. Oh, I mean, come on, guys. People are not expendable. Government is. You got a lyric sheet here. Huge lyric sheet. And then very, very, very 90s. We have the giant fold-out poster, which I'm going to fold out. And I'm going to re-sleeve this thing, and you guys are going to love it. The play of the oppressed ends with the oppressor. Mussolini found this to be true. as will others. So there you go. Hang that up in my room to piss off my parents because I'm a punk rocker and they kiss my ass. And then it came, got a Profane Existence sticker. This is just black vinyl. And I was gonna drop the line. The Mike Seatown line. It's black. I won't show you that, but I'm going to anyways. What good is money when there's no one left to buy? It's just super, super political, super, super anti-system, anti-government, just 90s hardcore punk. Like I said earlier in this video, I don't want to repeat myself over and over again. Hardcore and punk for me, there's stuff that's more punk and more hardcore, sure, but a majority of it for me is just, it's all in the same ilk. But that's Osrotten. The system works for them. Again, it's readily available. I mean, you can find this thing anywhere. Go buy it. Next, we're going to go back in a time machine to the UK Discharge Live. This is another thing I believe I bought from the Profane Existence sale that they did. This is just so you know, the Nightmare Continues. This is a live Discharge record. It's on the clear vinyl. I'll pull this out because I believe it also has a gatefold sleeve here. So I'm not sure what year. What do we got here? So you get the photo here. You get a photo. You get a little history of Discharge. It's actually a pretty clean recording for a live recording, especially a live punk rock recording. It's not like the fucking KSUK Nightmare record that I showed earlier. That sounds like hot garbage. Got that. I love that Discharge logo. I've always wanted a shirt of that, but they don't make them for the poorly male. I can't really find one. Discharge Nightmare Continues and is on the clear, crystal clear vinyl. This clear Coke bottle. I can never tell the difference of that. So this was recorded in 1983. What are my notes there? 2016 repress. This actually came out in 1990 on Clay Records. This is a 2016 repress on Let Them Eat Vinyl. Again, this was a cheapo grab. A space on you. Cheapo grab, but I grabbed it anyways because it's Discharge. Discharge is your favorite band's favorite band. The early shit is on the early wave stuff, completely amazing, just fucking unrelenting, punishing hardcore punk. Super political. I mean, you get a little bit of lean going on here. My wife's making all sorts of noise in the background. Let's go. Come on, man. Super political, super unrelenting, super fucking amazing. Do not go by Grave New World. Just do yourself a favor, unless you really want to hate Discharge. But that's Discharge Live. I believe this is another readily available record you can find around, but that's A Nightmare Continues. I found my KSUK note here. Punk as fuck, not as polished as UK subs, awful live recording were my notes. I just write a little crib note just so I don't just like fucking go just mouth agape, flies flying into it with you. So next I have two splits. Well, they're two split LPs with the same band on two of them. So is Seeing Red, the Judas Iscariot split, and then we have Seeing Red MK Ultra split. $3.99 and $4.99. So these are again two purchases, Newbury Comics. I can tell by the price tag that I probably got for $4.99, $3.99. I'm sure they're on sale. They do a sale every once in a while there that I'll just go hit up and just spend a bunch of money and be an idiot. But again, let me check the notes. Let me check the comments there. Sorry, guys. Osrotten is second best U.S. hardcore band of the night. Out Cold's up there too. U.S. hardcore took a weird turn in the 90s. I mean, this is gonna be a whole video that we can for another time, where it got very metallic, which some people I'm down with some of it, not all of it. It's like the two worlds ceased to like exist together. Like if you ever want to look up like the ABC No Rio in New York and like the CB's beef in New York, because ABC No Rio was definitely more political leaning, and CB's was like the caveman, to some people like hardcore. But I'm going way off track here. But so Seeing Red is they're from the Netherlands, members of Larm. It's fast political hardcore, really good. They have a long discography. I believe they started playing out again too. A couple shows before the vid hit. But so we're gonna do these separately. The first one I'm gonna talk about is MK Ultra. So MK Ultra is a Chicago hardcore band that I feel like maybe might have, in 2021 kind of goes unnoticed a little bit, but they're great. And MK Ultra's fucked up too, just the whole idea of it. So this what year did this come out? Did I write that down? 1998. So this came out in 1998. But like, very, 90s, you have like lyrics is the MK Ultra side. So you have lyrics and then you have little explanations. So like, here's a song right here called Husky. In my eyes, it's all I'll ever be. A nervous little fat kid trying to fill a hole inside of me. But now it's over. The baby fat, blue corduroys from pennies, chocolates them fast, never again. And then, it says like there are a lot of songs about how women have to deal with negative body images, but fuck, boys have feelings too, right? Sniff, sniff, boo hoo. And then, were you there in 92? I actually overheard someone say, where were you in 92 to a kid who could have been more than 14 years old? What that jackass saying was that shit was so much cooler in the old days. I'm sick of all the warm, fuzzy sentimentality for everything old. Your memories of the past overlook the fact that you were an idiot and the good old days were seldom any good. Instead of shooting your big fat mouth off about how real hardcore used to be, why don't you take a risk and fucking do something? So like that's, super 90s stuff there. But yeah, MK Ultra. And then there's a, the Seeing Red side here. Seeing Red kind of, they switched between English and, what do they speak? Is it Norwegian? Some of the samples are by Tim Johann. We use them because we agree with what he says. Since he has died, we would like to see them as our tribute to all the work he has done for the international punk hardcore community. But yeah, so this is just great fucking fast hardcore. $4 record that I'm sure you can find pretty easily. That's the MK Ultra Seeing Red split LP. Gotta stick together, like glue, like crew. So you got the little SSD lyrics down here. Look at some of the lyrics here. Some of the fuck decaf. Sure. Bad cop, good cop, bad cop. Crucifixes and chain wallets. Christian hardcore is an oxymoron. Those are all MK Ultra lyrics, but lyrics, song titles. But that's one split here. Am I wavering here? Because I know it's just me. It's Dutch. Thanks. I always fuck up what languages people speak in other countries because I'm just like an ignorant American. They speak Netherlandian. I'm just fucking with you. I know that's not a real language. But that's MK Ultra and Seeing Red. And then, so we got the Seeing Red Judas Iscariot split. So the Judas Iscariot are from Florida, I believe. Did I write that down? No, New York. Sorry. And they do a really bizarre hardcore that has like free jazz parts. I know you probably just immediately turned off. It's super interesting and something that could literally only exist in the 90s. What year did this one come out? This came out in 1998. So I didn't hate it, but I don't love it. I'm definitely not going to reach for it. But the Seeing Red side is exactly what you think it will be. Super, super fast hardcore. Super fast hardcore, super political in this one. Super. They're all, but this one's it seemed extra political to me. I definitely grabbed this for the Seeing Red side. I think it's way more in my league. Lots of text on the Judas Iscariot side of the record here. Under monopoly, all mass culture is identical, and the lines of its artificial framework begin to show through. The people at the top are no longer so interested in concealing monopoly as its violence becomes more open, so its power grows. Movies and radio need no longer pretend to be art. The truth that they are just businesses is made into an ideology in order to justify the rubbish they deliberately produce. They call themselves industries. And when the directors' incomes are published, any doubt about the social utility of the finished products is removed. So, I mean, that's just an idea of what you're going to get with this. But, yeah. Again, probably a dollar bin record you can find relatively easy. See in red, the Judas Iscariot split. Is this on Coalition? It's not. The other one was. You got a Yahoo email address. I still have a Yahoo email address. But yeah, so here you go. This is on Coalition. Go check these out. This one's my more favorite one. So now we're going to move into newer hardcore. I have 3 records here on the same label that all came out. These are all COVID records. And they're all 3 of them are extremely different from one another, but came out on the same label. But we're going to start first with all my stuff falling over that I wanted to talk about today. We're going to start first with Primitive Blast, Animalistic. They're a newer hardcore band out of Australia. What's up, Simon? I always throw my Triple B stickers in here. So Primitive Blast are a newer hardcore band out of Australia. This came out on Triple B. This is a more different sound. I don't want to say different, but this is a more thrashier, like hardcore punk sound than some of the other releases I'm going to show you that came out on the same label. Just 6 songs here, right? Yeah, 6 songs. This is a one-sided EP. It's actually one-sided. Let's out. Roll this out. I believe it is. Yes. So it's just a one-sided 12. You know, those damn fucking, I'm going to be blunt, one-sided 12-inch EPs, man. They were the story of 2020, and I hope they go away in 2021 because they're just expensive. I know if anybody's in here that has pressed a 7-inch, I know Marty's floating around with Bind Maroon. I heard 7 inches are more expensive to press in LPs, so people are moving more into doing one-sided LPs instead of 7 inches because of the cost effectiveness of it. That's what I just heard. I mean, who knows how true it is? I could just be talking out of my butt here. Yeah. So, anyways, Primitive Blast, Animalistic. This is just this is more punkier, hardcore, thrashier. Definitely Circle Pit Basement hardcore on Triple B Records. This is great. This is something that I think might have slid a little bit because there was COVID. I mean, they couldn't tour. They're not playing any shows. But yeah, this is something you guys should definitely check out. I highly recommend this. This would have been on my 2020 list if I actually got off my ass and made one. So it is. There's my list right there. So I'm just gonna go just check over here because my Marty's checking in. Marty, you know, that guy. No, just kidding. Because like $20 for a 6-song one-sided 1-sided 12-inch is just. I'd rather buy a 7-inch, but I don't know what it costs. I don't know what the cost of like 1,000 7-inches as opposed to 1,000 LPs is. I have no idea. Just being honest. All right. So move on to this one. So this also came out. This is Ecostrike, A Truth We Still Believe. So Ecostrike are a Florida straight edge vegetarian hardcore band. They had a 7-inch. Did they have an LP too? I don't even know. I know they had some stuff out before this, and I've actually seen this band a couple times. But this record really, really clicked with me. I want to say I probably listened to it 6 or 7 times in a row when I first listened to it. And I've been it's been going on and off my turntable a lot, in the last week or so. And I don't know if it's just because, you know, I've touched upon it. If you guys follow people in here who follow my social media or, you know, see my videos I talked about before, it's like I'm currently, you know, I'm off the meat. I'm currently sober, not drinking, and I don't know. This record just kind of clicked with me, and I think it might be, you know, maybe because I just kind of relate to some of the topics on here, because this record is about being straight edge and vegan. There's just no, that's just the best way I can describe it. Um, I know it got a little bit of some people were giving it a little bit of a beef over like lyrics, and it's like, or like it's a fucking hardcore record, guys. Like, come on, this isn't like, you know, the Shakespearean effort here. It's a fucking hardcore record. You're supposed to mosh to it with your friends and sing along. But he's wearing a Path of Resistance shirt right there. I should tell you what you're gonna get here. But I really, really dug this record. There's some more Triple B stickers that I throw in the back. But yeah, this record really clicked for me. I highly, highly recommend it. If anyone's looking to, you know, I'm not going to say the word youth crew because it's just easy. It's a little bit heavier than that. But it's just a heavy record, and just spoke to me more so than the other stuff. And I know some people who like the 7 inches better, but this one really hit. But that's Ecostrike, A Truth We Still Believe, Floridian, straight edge vegan hardcore. I hopped in it early, man. I got the cool vinyl. This is actually a full LP too. This ain't no one-sided jam here. But that's on Triple B. I love how they do the same center label with just the band changed and the song titles changed. That's cool. Again, I'm sure this is also readily available. It might not be the cool dude collector version, color version, but you can still grab it. Yep. Cover art's cool too. Just everything about this hit with me. Maybe it's one of those things where it's just maybe right place for me. It just kind of clicked. Next, we have the last Triple B release, possibly the greatest named one-sided 12-inch EP. We got Mind Force, Swinging Swords, Shopping Lords. This was from very early in the pandemic because I kept my Triple B mask that they threw in. I just threw it in with the record. It's too thin. This thing will rip on my fat ears and with my shit beard. Again, a sticker I threw in there is a fight sticker. Another record you should definitely check out. What kind of vinyls do I get here? Ooh. But then, yeah, another one-sided jammer. This is only like 4 songs. Yeah. Back here. I also bought a shirt with this too that I've never worn. I haven't worn yet. It's up in the closet. Here goes the download card flying out. A lot of effort put in, a lot of art for 4 songs. There you go. So Excalibur came out 2 years ago now. I don't even know, man. Time's a circle. And like, I know it's kind of a cop out that some people have been using because it's a really, really easy comparison. But like, if you like Leeway and you probably want to know what Leeway would sound like in 2020, I mean, it's Mind Force. Hudson Valley hardcore, just lots of riffs, lots of dancey mosh parts. Lyrics delivered in a sing-songy way. I don't want to say hip-hop-y because it's not that, but it's not a grunt. But this is stuff like, you know, they come out and they play a couple riffs and the whole floor opens up and people are just moshing and singing along. It's that kind of stuff. I know this was like highly anticipated too when this came out. I remember, I think did I stay up to grab one of these because I knew it was going to go. Can't find the download card. I knew it was going to go. So I grabbed it as quick as I could. And the thing about this record that murdered me, so Triple B has since moved to New York. But it was like, so their offices were in Allston, Massachusetts, which is like 40 minutes away from me. This took 3 weeks for me to get. This ended up in Carolina, North Carolina, South Carolina, North Carolina, like literally hit every hub, Virginia. back to Western Mass, and I went to upstate New York, and then I went to like New Hampshire. It's like this thing went around the world before I got it, and it was weird because a lot of my friends who ordered it on the same day or live in the same area all got theirs, but for some reason mine went on a wild ride. But I did eventually get it, and I was super stoked. But yeah, that's Mind Force. Let's say Swinging Swords and Chopping Lords. Best name rules. And then also to show you how much of an insane maniac I am, here it is on cassette. Hudson Valley Style, Streets of Hate put this out. They ripped off that cover art that they did for the collections, where it looks like one of those like label maker things with the band that came out in the 90s as a profile that did those. I'm not sure. But yeah, so I got it on cassette too. I haven't even opened this. It's still sealed because I'm an real OG idiot. I keep that sealed for press. Put it in a fucking air-cooled container so it never goes bad. So I only got a few more things to talk about here. We have two of the same band. We'll close out with that. Next, being on the 90s hardcore swing, I grabbed this. It's fucking Strife. In this Defiance, the Newbury Comics weird Starburst vinyl. Who cares? This is a repress. This originally came out in the mid-90s, I believe 1990. Who's going to beat me? Who knows? In 1997. So this is Los Angeles straight edge hardcore. Like LA. This is very metallic. As I mentioned earlier, Blistered was a song that hooked me in because it was actually on the Cinema Beer Nuts collection, which all my friends and I like watched, and it was like kind of like pop punk bands. There was like Bracket was on there, and like Ignite, and like Rancid on there. It was very like pop punky, and then like all of a sudden the Blistered video comes on. It has like one of the hardest mosh parts, probably like that I ever heard in my life at the time. Probably like in 6th grade, guys. So 1997, I'm 15. No, so I'm older than 6th grade. Was it 97? Might have been earlier than 97 then. Yeah, maybe it was 97. 96, I don't know, whatever. Blistered played, it was fucking brutal. But comes this cool Strife poster. So like this is a band that I know for like some of the other stuff I spoke about tonight. It's not going to be for everyone. Some people don't really like get down with like that more metallic sounding stuff. I really enjoy this record a lot. I think I posted about it in the Facebook group. It was cool. Starburst, whatever vinyl. Victory Records, so you got the Rabies tribute right there. I have another Victory Record tie-in that we're going to talk about after this with the next band. It's just kind of basic center labels. But I'm not super into like a lot of hardcore of this genre. But this record just clicks with me. And it's like a wild time. Look at all the like this is like when I was getting into hardcore was this dudes with X's on their hands, giant pants, and 3XL t-shirts when you're like 150 pounds. This sick burn shirt. Dude with a bold shirt. But yeah, this Strife, California straight edge hardcore. So on Victory Records. So next I have this right here. So this band's called Insight Reflection. This came out on Mission 2 Entertainment, which I was completely unaware of was a subsidiary of Victory that I didn't know until Victory did that weird, not weird, but had that huge sale, the auction. I had no friggin' idea that Mission 2 was related to Victory until when they did the auction. Like this label's intellectual property was up for auction. This just came out too, so I don't know what's going on there. But so what we got here is this is a discography from a Salt Lake City hardcore band. This is late 80s, early 90s hardcore. But we have the 7-inch. This is on the front here, so I don't sound like a complete moron. So you got the debut EP, which I believe was 1989. You have a live set on here from 1989. Then you have 4 brand new songs, which is like, I mean, okay, that's fine. And then you have like comp tracks. So this is like the discography with 4 new songs on it. I think I was late on this, so I only got the black. Well, no. I don't know if you guys can see. It's got like it's a red-black mixture. It's funny what they did here too. So side A is an old photo. And then side B is a current photo because I believe they played a show. Yeah, they definitely played a show because on the back here, that's not 1990. But this is like this. I believe this is the kind of band where at the time, you know, I was 8 in 1990, but I think they're out of Salt Lake City and they were like the band that probably opened for every touring band. Yeah, they got flyers in here. It's like Judge, Face Value, Integrity. So I don't know if they really toured or if they were just like the house band for Salt Lake City. Which, I mean, there's a lot of bands that this happened to. Just became part of it. They did Strength Tour 1989. Inside, Far Side, Gridlock, Edgewise, First Things First. Instead, Youth of Today, that must have been a fucking sick show. D-Vision from Reno, I have one of their 7 inches. Train of Thought and Locals Insight. So yeah, they opened for Youth of Today in Salt Lake City. This is really interesting for you guys. But so it's all the flyers and a photo collage here. It's a weird one right here. It's a weird gig right here. It just caught my eye. Warzone with Crimpshrine, Insight, and Better Way. That's a mixed bill. So weird flap here. Interesting how they did that. And then on the back here, you got like a little history of the band, then a little interview with dudes that are in the band. Photos here. Insight with Bold, summer 1989, somewhere in New York. 2 dudes, hanging out with dudes from Bold. They broke an axle in Chicago. Insight in Arizona. Insight in California. So they did tour. Chicago. Insight with Judge and Bold, 1989. Lawrence, Kansas. Victory House, hanging out. Then you got, the back here. Cro-Mags. Fugazi. Oh, look at this one. August 17th, which is actually my birthday. I wonder what year this was. It's Chubby Fresh Productions. That might be in Cleveland. Bold, Judge, Gorilla Biscuits, Chain of Strength. Fucking crazy. Straight Edge Fest 2. In effect, Bold, Judge, Second Chance, DOA, Integ, Judge, Gorilla Biscuits. Yeah, so they just, they're a fucking hardcore band in the late 80s, early 90s. But this is really great shit. If you dig the the late 80s, early 90s Youth Crew sound, I have a feeling you'll fucking love this. And I slept on this band. I literally had no idea who they were until I saw this thing come up, and I listened to on this I went to YouTube, and I think I just listened to it like a song, and I was like, oh, this is actually fucking cool. And I grabbed one. But that's Insight Reflection on Mission 2 Entertainment, which I don't even know if it exists. I don't know if what happened with it, if someone bought it and is gonna run it as a label, but it was definitely in the Victory auction, the intellectual property for that label, because I believe the 7-inch came out on Victory. I'm pretty sure. They're more straightforward hardcore for the time. Someone's asking right now. Let me throw this up here so this video exists. I think they're more straightforward hardcore for 1990. I would say they're like Salt Lake City's version of maybe Judge, if that makes any sense. Not as heavy, not as like hard. Like Judge has a hardness to it and like a desperation in the songs, in my opinion, that you can't replicate. But if you dig if you dig Judge, Gorilla Biscuits, Youth of Today, you'll like it. You'll dig Insight. You definitely will. Salt Lake City, Utah too, which I don't really know. To be fair, I don't know a lot about their scene. But that's Insight. Keep an eye out for it. Again, I don't know if that label exists. I don't know if you're gonna be able to find it. I have no idea. I've never even seen a copy of that 7-inch, and I don't think I think I looked on Discogs, and it's not like a really super expensive 7-inch. So we'll see. I'll own one day. And then the last 2 records I have here are by the same band. We have Philadelphia's Blacklisted. Here in 2008. From 2008, we have. I want to make sure I don't trip over my words here. Heavier Than Heaven, Lonelier Than God. This came out on Death. I was gonna say Death Threat Records, Death Wish Records. Cool. Starburst something vinyl. I don't know where I bought this. 100% sure. I think. I never keep track. I buy so much shit. I don't remember where I bought it. But so if you guys know what I like to call Blacklisted, in my opinion, is like the friends and I call it going through shit music. It's not like boohoo. It's just heavy hard. It's hardcore with just like these lyrics are just he's telling a story, and it's not a good one. Like I'll just read some lyrics. I am weighing me down. The pressure's building and nothing's fulfilling. Slow down. I can't keep running. The good word is you get what you deserve. I know my time is coming. Hey, hey, I'm the only one left in my life. I am me and I am mine. So like, it's just, this is some going through some shit hardcore, but it's not super moshy. It's not like metallic, but it's not soft. The singer George definitely sings. He like sings screams, but it's not. This isn't like the mauled, like like you can definitely like understand the words that he's saying. Songs in this kind of, some are like really really fast, some are a little bit more like up and down, like the tempo changes are in it though, but it's still like heavy. Like this is a record I spend all the time. The next one I spend more, but this one I'm a late bloomer to Blacklisted. Like I had a couple of their 7-inches. I never owned this. It came out in 2008, and the next one came out the next year. For some strange reason, I don't know what I was doing. 2008, 2009. What am I doing? I think I was working. Oh, I was working nights. I got laid off from a job, and I started working nights. I took a little bit of time off from buying records and going to shows because I was broke. I was super broke, and I was working a lot. And when I was working at night, so gigs were kind of out of the question. So this was a band that I've kind of got into like the last few years. I mean, I knew them, I owned some of their stuff, but I kind of really got into them in the last few years. But this Blacklisted, Heavier Than Heaven, Lonelier Than God. Yeah, definitely just check this shit out. Check this out. Give this dip your toe into this band's catalog, and read the lyrics too when you listen to it, because it definitely there's a story being told on these records, and it's not a kind one. I'm gonna re-sleeve this because you can kiss my ass, and this is like the sleeve's kind of beat up, so it's not gonna slide right on. So you're just gonna have to sit here and watch me just slowly like struggle with it, and then get really mad because it should just go right in. There you go. Slide this in the back. Blacklist, Philadelphia. So this next one is another Blacklisted record from 2009. No One Deserves to Be Here More Than Me. This one is I like this one better than Heavier Than Heaven, Lonelier Than God. This is a fun. Oh man, this is like an I'm Not Okay record. Another gatefold. Here's a pop quiz for you fellas or ladies and gents. I bought this off Discogs from a store in California, and they put this sticker in here. I bet you this might be able to. Can you tell me what the name of the store is? Because I'm figuring that's their logo, which I can't remember for the life of me off the top of my head. So again, this is hardcore. Lyrics on this one to me seem heavier and more depressing than the last one. And definitely more heavy hitting. Engineered by Will Yip. But then in between some of the songs on here, there's like a couple interludes. There's a few interludes on here. There's like an acoustic song, but just lyrically, man, this is a fucking. I am pretty far from okay record. And I can't recommend it enough, man. If you're ever feeling bummed, or I'll give you another lyrical. What do we got here? Here you go. No one ever come for me. No one ever comfort me. No one will ever come for me. No one will ever comfort me. Sometimes I leave the house early just to ride the subway all day, sizing up every station to see which one fits my plan of jumping in front of the train. So that, but it's fucking hard. Like when you listen to it, you're just like, ooh, George is not okay. And then to close it out, I'm going to stick with Blacklisted. So this is a funny story. I went on tour with a band in 2003 called Bones Brigade. They're like a skate rock punk band. friends of mine in Massachusetts, and we played a show, or they played a show, and it was Washington D.C. and the show wasn't that great. There's some shit that happened. I'm not gonna get into it between band members. It was just kind of a downer. And we left Washington D.C. and we might have been in Virginia or Baltimore or Maryland, getting gas because we had to drive to New Jersey. And we came across a band at a highway rest stop, and I think they recognized some of the members of Bones Brigade, and not me because I was just like a reanimated. Thanks Travis, because I was just like hanging around. And they're like, "Oh, we're in this hardcore band. Would you like a copy of our demo?" And I didn't get one. A member of the band got it, and at the time I was just like hardcore. Like I was just buying records, just like I wanted demos. I was reading zines. I was just like, and then some of the guys in Bones Brigade, and this isn't a slight, they weren't into some of the newer stuff. They're into their own thing. So he just handed me this. He's like, "Yeah, some dude just walked up and handed this to me. This is literally like a highway rest stop gas station. Handed me this demo, and it was, I don't know, dude. Hey, you take it. You collect this kind of stuff." It's a blacklisted demo. I don't know who it was in the band they ran into. It's a CD. It's a pro CD too. It's not a CDR. But this is just a 4-song demo, and it's so funny because like I listened to this a few times and I dug it, and then like I kind of fell out. I mean, I don't know what happened. I just like spaced on Blacklisted, and then it's a different sound. It's a little more. It's not as polished as the LPs I just talked about. But I thought it was funny how like hardcore is just such a circle that like 2003 and then like 18 years later I'm talking about the records when this was handed to me and I listened to it, and I think I bought so much. I collected so much shit on that tour, demos from the towns we stopped at and the cities we played in, and just brought it all home. And some stuff just kind of fell through the cracks for me, and then I just got lazy. But yeah, I found this and I was like, oh shit. And then I remember I'm like, this was a highway rest stop handoff. They might have given him like a Bones Brigade CD for it too. I don't remember what happened, but like they're basically just like, here you go, and handed it to me because they knew I was like the hardcore all the time guy. But yeah, it's a blacklisted demo CD. I don't think it's official. Yeah, it's definitely not official release. Does it say demo on it? It's a label. I can't edit that sneeze off. Sorry, guys. Yeah, it's like their own website. Copyright blacklisted 2003. But yeah, it's blacklisted. So that's all I got now. I'm done. Guys. I'm finished for tonight. I went an hour. I didn't think it was going to go that long. So did you guys enjoy this kind of stream type thing? Or should I just stop being lazy and make sit-down videos that aren't as long? Or, I mean, what do you guys want me to do here? Because I would still want to make videos. It's just time and, energy is just not always working for me here. My son isn't walking yet, but he's close to walking, so I can't. He also wants to destroy everything and touch everything. So like it can't be like the old days when I did the videos after he was born where I had him sitting in a chair right here. It was just I can't do that anymore. So I probably can't do a once a week schedule. Unless I don't know why these. It's just like a Death Wish record stand with the fucking sleeves don't want to fit. I can't promise you like once a week. I just can't with work and life and stuff. But I definitely want to get back into semi-regularly posting videos. Like I didn't even do a top 12. I had records put out for 2020, and I just didn't even fucking make them. I didn't write a list this year for Boston Hassle. It's just been like 2020 just sucked one. I mean, I know it's a trope now, and everyone wants to talk about it, and it's just like an easy out to just talk about the year. But this is fucking killing me right now, and I'm so far past the point where I just can't quit. Where I just didn't have the mode. I just didn't do a lot of. I still bought records like a fucking dingbat. Like a complete dingbat. I still bought records. I have enough fucking stock to do videos. I can probably do 2 videos a week for the next year and show you something different in every single one for sure. Like I started folding boxes, like travel boxes for records, like the white ones. I have 3 of them, the LP boxes that are full of all new stuff. Some of it I haven't even listened to yet. So we'll be doing that. I'll be doing that. Maybe I'll do like these semi-regularly. No, Travis, I'm telling you, that sleeve was like shrunk, man. That sleeve's fucking shrunk as hell. I was able to hot pop both and the other ones easily. Maybe that's the next video. I might be like cleaned up a little bit. Or do you guys enjoy this look? I was talking. It's funny because it seems to like curl in the back, like I have like that like 50s hairdo, like a beehive hairdo, like I put curlers here. I can definitely have a ponytail, but I don't know if I have the gusto to actually like rock a regular ponytail. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I hope to come back and do videos somewhat regularly. This is going to stay up on YouTube like a regular video. So if anyone wants to comment, like if you're watching this down the road, thanks for watching. Thanks for subbing. Thanks to everyone who's subbing. Thanks to everyone who hasn't like dropped me, because I noticed we haven't been doing streams even. I've just been ghosting on social media. I'm fine. Everything's cool. I'm just busy. Yeah, my son is how old is my son? 14 months, almost 15 months. I'll be 15 months this in a week. So it's weird. He's realizing shit. It's like I can't put him in a little thing. He'll be like he needs to touch everything, and I can't make videos until he's a little bit older where I can trust him out of my sight for like half an hour without hurting himself or destroying stuff. So that's like maybe I'll have him be my co-host. He can hand me records. You see a little hand handing me records. But yeah, so that's all I got. Thanks for watching. 23 viewers. I have not been paying attention, so I don't know if it went up or down. Check out the Facebook group. Get into a Facebook group. It exists. Go Google search it or Facebook search it. I'll let you in. I do a morning CD spin on that. Like I just listen to a CD on my way to work, or I have to drive around sometimes to work a couple of times a day. So I have a CD that I just it's the CD of the day that I listen to throughout the day, and I usually write a little write up about it and post some photos of it, and there's the classic what you got in the mail type stuff. But it's an open group. It's great. It's very active. I really enjoy it. But that's all I got. So I'm going to end this broadcast. Thanks for checking me out. We'll see you guys later. Bye.